too long.
To the states now, where the endless autopsies of the Democrats' demise is still underway, with
the tension was palpable at the Veterans Day service in Arlington, Virginia, where Joe Biden
Still feels strange to see the keep like this. Come, let's take a look around. We need to find the rest of the trinkets.
Now, it is Veterans
Let me know what you need.
I understand.
Today. It's a big day on the American
You read my
calendar,
mind.
A grand occasion when it comes to commemorating
We should be on our guard.
American soldiers
I have a bet.
past and present. One of the main events is in
Hearing
Arlington,
about
Virginia,
this.
not too far from here.
These are
It was
death
also
men.
significant today because
Seems that this
it's
is
the
where
first
they're
time that
making
Joe
their
Biden
last
and Kamala
stand.
Harris have been
Yeah.
seen together
But I still don't
since
get it.
the
Why would
election.
LaCain split up his
Joe Biden
army like
spoke
that?
a little
To buy him
earlier,
time?
And he mentioned that this year was even more special for him because it was the last time that he would appear at Arlington.
This is the last time I will stand here at Arlington
They will
and
fall. I'll do what's required.
of my life to lead you, to serve you, to care for you, to defend you, just as you defended us, generation
Prepare
generation
yourselves.
after generation.
But whilst the occasion was somber, many eagle-eyed commentators could feel the heavy tension.
For the
between
fire
the sea and the
wielders!
air.
Everything has an end.
And it wasn't just Joe Biden and Kamala Harris who were tense. Joe Biden was the VP.
Distinguished guests, Major General Trevor J. Brandenkamp, Commanding General.
Commentators on X were shocked at Joe Biden's brutal snub, saying the tension is off the charts here. This commentator agreed,
Fine.
saying tension. Kamala Harris and Jill Biden look extremely uncomfortable sitting next to each other during Veterans Day memorial service today. Now, why on earth could that be? The tension comes after months of built-up resentment between Biden and Harris during the election campaign. Topped off by
Whatever's
footage of a
necessary.
very happy Joe Biden once the result was called.
The day for it, beaming, the biggest smile I've ever seen. He had a brick.
As you require.
Step, but it's, you know, he's not going to leave, is he?
And commentator Megan
I'll
Kelly
make it
agreed,
quick.
confirmed that she was elated after the Democrats.
Well, you saw her in the full red suit yesterday when
Let me recover!
What is it?
And I'm sure she was rooting against Kamala Harris. They feel like she betrayed him, and she did, let's face it. And she was really there to run. She tried to speak with mental acuity. Oh my God.
Your struggle is pointless.
And in another shock twist that is sure to make the rift worse, Kamala's team are calling for Joe Biden to turn the presidency over to Kamala Harris for the remainder of his term.
Now, this is hilarious because last week the US, well, you'd think that they'd actually sent a clear signal that they don't want Kamala Harris to be president, and yet some Dems are just not taking no for an answer.
One promise left
Yes.
that he could fulfill.
Let's see what we can do.
Figure. He could resign the presidency, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
It would absolve
Wow.
being able
Fine.
to from having to oversee the
Now,
January
who would have
6th
thought?
transition,
The
right,
fabled
Hold-
pioneer, Esmer.
You're right.
It would
You
make
did
sure
it.
Music
that
in
it would
my-
dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see is the time. This is the
I'll be swift.
Okay, this is. Yes, let's punt Joe Biden, put Kamala in for a couple of days. Americans actually said, no, we don't want you, but please, Graham. Not taking no for an answer.
I will do as I'm...
They're in such
For the fire wielders!
Of course.
Unbelievable, isn't it? What's needed is humility. And looking how chuffed Joe Biden looks.
Let's see what we can do. A fine plan. Let us make this quick.
They won't stand a chance. Prepare yourselves.
The reality is they're all yes. That's when figuring.
Definitely knew how to wield an axe.
Let's see what he has on him.
Let's take a little trip down memory lane to just a few weeks ago when supposed Senator Bill Maher
A ring.
Yeah, but it's definitely magical. We should take it to the barrier and see if and how it reacts to it.
Am I going to worry about it? First of all, I'm not going to worry about it, Phil, because he's not going to win. First of all,
Zarek guides me.
as Democrats almost always do now.
Interesting.
But I think she will win.
Oh dear, how wrong can you be, Bill? You want to pretend you're the critical thinker, the leftist who isn't protected from reality, but your Trump derangement syndrome has you uttering absurdities like this. I hope Dr. Phil stepped in with a prescription after this rant about Trump's supporters.
His followers, I think, will I don't think their heart will really be in it, as it was in 2020. Some of them, there's lots of...
Blazes! Reinforcements!
As you require.
They will fall. Whatever's necessary.
Rather than living in a world without natural...
Dr. Face says it all. This is beyond help.
Not now! You read my mind. It will be bloody.
Everything has an end.
There are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girl sports. They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
You have my attention.
That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not playing girl sports. I'm not going to sit there and
Yes?
Because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Shermichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay...
Purity everywhere. They must have made this tower there. Let's see if any of LaCane's commanders
On the host there for
are hiding here.
and trying to police the completely accurate and reasonable language of a man who was...
Whatever's necessary.
Well, his tantrum was not...
Understood.
This whole thing about trans girls is nard. If we're talking about a tiny
As you want.
population using rhetoric, just you saying this is boys playing girl sports. But first of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country. We're talking
And here we are again. Huh. Almost nostalgic.
From convicted traitor to EO savior, you've certainly come a long way.
Well, I haven't saved anyone yet. Let's just hope for the best. They will fall.
As you require.
I understand.
For the fire wielders!
Let's see what we can do.
I'll make it quick.
Everything has an end.
I understand.
As you require.
From you again, ever. I don't ever want to hear, we've corrected for the overcorrection of the voters. You don't know about... And I...
Good move.
Got it.
Zarek guides me.
Newsweek's senior editor-at-large and Article 3 Project Senior Counsel, Josh Hammer. Josh, Joe Biden will be hosting President-elect Donald Trump on Wednesday. The man he called a fascist, a white supremacist, a threat to democracy. How's that meeting going to go?
You know, Rita, if half the people that have been calling Donald Trump a Hitlerite fascist and a unique historical threat to American democracy or constitutional order, if half these people took themselves seriously, they would have already...
You read my mind.
Country. I mean, either the man is Hitler, either he is not. If you believe what you've been saying... The bare minimum, the long
Prepare yourselves.
Will do.
He cannot finish a coherent sentence at this point. So at this point, I'm just hoping that this meeting somehow goes off where they can actually.
That's Sentenza's room, isn't it?
Sure.
Understood.
And they can have a conversation. Now, the good thing about Donald Trump, as you know, is that Donald Trump has been president before. He literally has already done this for 4 years, so he probably doesn't need the whole tutorial, the whole learning curve thing. He's been there, done that. He has sat at the Resolute desk. He has been there before. So, look, I mean, this transition period is off to a blistering start. The nominees, the personnel were being named on a day in, day out there. It's basically going to be an all-out sprint at this point until January 20th, 2025, when Donald Trump, God willing, finally takes power and Joe Biden has seen the ash heap of history.
Now, what do you make of the theory that Joe Biden got his revenge on the Obama-Pelosi-led coup against him by endorsing Kamala Harris, a candidate they didn't want, a candidate that Barack Obama didn't want? Did Joe know that she had no chance of winning, and by endorsing her, he
Another barrier. Looks like the one in the courtyard.
You have one of the trinkets on you, don't you? Try stepping a little closer to the barrier.
What the? It just disappeared.
It did. And I believe that trinket you just found on the commander just glowed a little.
Huh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I guess what I'm saying is it's not actually coming from Joe Biden. It's coming from quote unquote Dr. Joe Biden. It's coming from people around.
They will fall.
Stand a chance.
Calling the shots at this particular point there.
Let us make this quick.
To me, that I have seen since last Tuesday's election, there is a lot.
It will be bloody.
Stuff out there. I mean, the View, the left-wing media, they're having conniption fits. Sunny posted on the View is routinely.
Now, if it isn't the
Sentenza?
Whatever you see, it is not real, Tahar.
Am I? I said that I'd hunt you down, Tahar, didn't I? We cannot simply slaughter the demons, but enough of the talking. Time to meet some old friends.
Tahar, child.
Aida.
Time to end it.
Kamala Harris is not the reason the Democrats lost. The reason that
I will do as I must.
they have taken for the actual completely radical nature of the various positions they have taken when it comes to gender, to race, to immigration, to culture, to economics, to foreign policy, you name it. They are completely out of touch with the median American, and unless and until they actually have the introspective moment where they look in the mirror and they actually realize that, unless and until they have that, well set to continue winning well into the future at this point.
Analysis has been just so complete.
You killed her.
That they don't actually figure out
You fuck
to see a difference of a Republican in the White House, because they seem to be doubling down the Democrats on the craziness, the politics, victimhood, all the
Is it over?
Yeah. It is.
I don't get it. That was my father. And Sentenza.
I saw someone else.
An amulet.
Yeah, but it's definitely magical. We should take...
My entire life does not require me to all over American men. I'm sorry. But this is why I never called myself a feminist to begin with. Because I knew what you leftists thought of feminism. It meant abortion and crapping on men. And most of us women over
I am ready.
The normies don't want that. We love our husband, we love our boys, our sons, our dads, our brothers, our male friends and colleagues, and we are not ready to consider this a zero-sum game where we must advance at their expense. Until you get that through your thick head, you'll keep losing.
God, I love her. She makes some excellent points there. The Democrats would do well to listen to the likes of Megyn Kelly instead of the ladies of The View or the MSNBC programs, because if they actually listen to that, they could address it and be competitive next time.
Yeah, Rita, they could, but they will choose not to do so. And I think that they have a very concerted reason in why they are choosing not to. I mean, look, one of two things has to be true when it comes to this post-mortem analysis, if you can call that, the Democrats are very publicly engaging in. On the one hand, they're actually really stupid. I mean, one possibility is that they're genuinely operating at a low IQ level. I don't actually believe that to be the case. I genuinely actually do not think that is true. So that raises
Is there anything you need?
alternate possibility as to what actually is going on here. And when I was discussing with some others here earlier today, I'm actually on the road to speak to some college and law school students. What I was discussing earlier today with some college students that I'm speaking to is what I think is happening. The Democrats have become so convinced over the course of 15, 20, 30 years, especially since Barack Obama in 2008, they've become so convinced of their own moral and ethical and indeed intellectual superiority. They are so convinced that they are actually better than the rest of America, flyover country, the people who live closer to a river valley
What do you
in
require?
America rather than the two coasts and people like that. They think that their values are better. They think that their way of life is better. Their approach to everything from religion to economics to transgender to immigration to race. They are so convinced that they are superior that therefore the only possible explanation as to how the political party that ostensibly embodies and exudes this great virtuous movement, the only reason why it could possibly lose under this ridiculous analysis is that half the country is actually racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe. That is actually, I think, what you're seeing out there. Mickey Kelly is obviously spot on. She's one of our most astute observers
If you insist.
of the political scene today. She's actually giving a very
I'll do what's required.
advice here to a political party that is not her own. It would be very wise to take it, but the problem
Fine. I'll take a look.
Let's see.
Understood. I am ready.
Yes?
Corporal?
Now would you look at that?
Now, for Aeronir!
Whatever's necessary.
Let's see what we can do.
I understand.
Right then. Let's see if the barrier reacts to this thing. I think it just got weaker.
So these trinkets allow the wearer to pass.
Let's go back to Commander Elisande. She'll want to know about this.
Tahar, please, tell me you have good...
I do.
Imagine... What? Yes, I've had this...
I think yeah, you're right.
A wise decision. Good luck, Tahar, for whatever you will face in there. We will stay and protect the Queen, but our prayers will be with you.
Might be a leave alone, at least to make sure that we have the right direction, because it only takes one trade in Tesla, whether or not you have it
yes.
right there at this
All right.
bottom there, whether or not you have the short into this level as well.
We will deal with it. Do you have the trinkets on you?
I do. Soldiers, get ready.
I'm sure we need to have a huge trade right off the open, but this could be a real huge trade. If this 336 doesn't
You ascend the Grey Tower.
4, 5, 6%, then you're back into here, like 320.
Zarik's fangs. What was that?
A trap.
Not a trap. The last chance to do the... It's not too late.
So you planned it?
The barrier? The Harbinger did, yes. You knew you wouldn't take any risks, and the barrier won't vanish until the Harbinger wills it. We're on our own.
Where is he?
Waiting for you. He thinks you won't listen to reason, but...
You make it sound as if it...
I understand that's how it must seem to you. And believe me, some of the things we've had to... You see, Tahar, these people, they just wouldn't understand, and they still won't. We cannot just stand by and watch, Tahar. It's our responsibility.
Well, the mother doesn't...
I'm speaking in metaphors, Tahar. Refusing affection from a...
What about the mages?
I know, and again, let me ask you one question, Tahar. Do you consider this world a good place?
It is how it is.
Well, what if we didn't? What if there could... Wouldn't this be worth these few lives we had to sacrifice? I would have given mine gladly if I had been gifted, as you call it. And there were many who were that did.
No, Bertrand. That's not how it works. Even if the return were real, and this utopia...
Really? Then what is it that you did? Do you think it was only us? But I guess that means... Well, as I said, there's a reason you're here. When the Harbinger
The ritual.
Yes.
But doesn't the purity believe that the world needs...
That's how it should have been. But you left us with no choice. He needs you.
Me?
Well, the amulet. And it seems that this something is you.
Isn't that ironic?
It's not that simple. This is why I... Please, Tahar, help the Harbinger.
You're the deluded man, Carpo.
You know, Bertrand, there's one... After which he tried to kill me.
What do you want me to say, Tahar?
I wasn't the... Even if you were saying the...
What reason is there to lie? Once the gate is open...
I'm sorry, Bertrand. Locane needs to be put to justice.
In that case, I just wish you...
Bertrand, no! Such a pointless death.
He's made his choice. There was nothing we could have said to convince him. I'll be swift.
75 billion in 2024. That's up from a mere 48 and a half in the total year. 2024, they spent 75 billion. You missed it earlier. I mentioned the AI chips coming as soon as December.
My child, is that you?
What was that?
What do you mean?
My mother.
He can't hear me. I'm in your thoughts, and I can hear yours.
So the return is real?
No, that is, yes, through the essence, the archfire. He has the power to bring something back into this world. But it is not the deity they pray to.
What thing?
I don't know. But when he tried to open the gate by himself...
Mother, I'm...
Affection. It is...
Does the king know?
No, he does not. Everything he said.
How can I say?
I don't know if you can. And even if I did, where to?
It's not your body.
It is.
Is it
Yes. As long as you exist, he cannot open.
I understand. Come. Time to end this.
I remember me, Obi and I were trading this name like at $100. Now it's like $200. It's starting to go higher and higher and higher. I mean, again, releasing these new chips is only going to make their algorithm more powerful and hopefully be able to...
So I was right after all. I knew it.
I'm afraid he is right.
We shall see about that. And look, forgive me, Tahar, but if you want to convince me, you will need...
Seems that this is the...
So be it.
When you're getting into the drug prescription area, you know, different, they have the Ring cameras and things like that. I mean, they're not... Prime Days was huge. What do you think Black Friday was? I really think Amazon continues to work. So for me, I wrote down, I mean, again, We're looking at it at 208. Obviously, we've just had a bump up here. I have no idea why. But I wrote down 207. So right now, the 200 period moving average is 207.50. And we have view up at 208. I think we can down there.
Not bad, Tahar. I'll give you that.
That's from before. I don't think that's
Let's see how you deal with this.
Yesterday's closing
Abominations.
seems good enough for me. 2 days ago closing area seems good enough to me.
I'll do what required.
Hit by opportunities because the real long might be down here at 206. So let's just get into the room here. We're already up 1%. I could see myself. I'm going to put a bid right now, and we have imbalances.
You don't know what you are fiddling with, Tahar. Not at all.
Zark's Fang.
Monumental there. We had SMCI.
That's a lot of them.
Yes, a decent sell coming in. Wow, SMCI 7 coming in. We had Neo with the sell. But that's not going to be that big of a deal. Those sell vibes that were
Let us make this quick, as you require.
Infidel! You'll burn for this!
Trading off of those cells. So TSLL, so that's a sell. So again, that's Tesla, but the double long ETF. All right, Amazon, any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think a bit of a downtrend happening over the past few days there.
No.
Is it?
Tahar!
And
the barrier vanished. He's dead. You ended it, Tahar.
Are you sure?
Yes, Tahar.
But that power.
Yes. That was the archfire.
What about your mother?
I don't know.
A little bit of room, maybe past those 212s as well.
Mother?
Yes. Tahar.
It's my mother.
So her spirit is still trapped, isn't it? Can we?
For a few minutes, but it can't really hold below that 206 quite well. It's in market as well. I like that 210 and 212 as well. So let's see if any of those prices come into play as we
Anger!
real quick here.
What the?
3.3%
What is this?
Okay, it's up.
A little bit of profit taking. What a reversal off the earnings dip. So they reported on huge move down on earnings.
Kill it!
Essentially, I mean, right across the board here, 24.4 million, 90,000 on the users. That's month over month. You found a couple.
Yeah, who says people aren't because it definitely proves the opposite. Equity in terms of actually traded per year, 50%. Options, 64% year over year. And this is a surprise with 143% year over year for crypto. That's for volume trading.
What the?
Morgan Stanley also chiming in on this one.
Generated.
Target from 22 to 24.
I mean, what's come down at some point, right? That's what we're trying to think about. Robinhood. I mean, I just think it's quite valuable at these levels, right? So I'm going to pull up and see what this P is right now.
Again?
No!
Mother?
It's pointless. It is
Tahar! What?
The amulet.
But
Tahar!
trap it!
For what they're doing, obviously, in the space. I mean, I don't think their peers are necessarily Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, but it could be Charles Schwab, EKR, it could be SoFi. There could be other ways to trade things on your phone. And right now, 21, like Robinhood is well valued right now. Double or triple those peers as far as peers, but we play more. I think today.
As long as it has the amulet, we can't kill it. Trap it somehow, all of you together, now! Stop it, Tahar. If I destroy it,
You know that already, don't you?
Shit, I'm sorry.
You do what you have
Short today, it's got to be in some of these names that are well in.
Shortly
play.
after
So
you-
I don't think we'll be looking for too many longs there in Robinhood. And by the way, oh boy, Tesla, like that 338 level that we wrote down, like that's held now a little bit. If you're looking to get short on this name, you're coming up into a great opportunity into 348. I think is a great opportunity to get short, but we only have 30 seconds left for that one.
Dealers almost rioted, but she insisted.
Already? She's only been awake for a week.
Yeah, but you know, Hibernian blood, royal attitude.
With the market on
She's not so.
Real quick on hood, I think looking at this chart, all's good in the hood. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we like that one. Okay, here we go. Also, Alibaba. This open brought to you by Worksport. Make sure you download that QR right now and go over. Check out WKSP on the NASDAQ. Thank you, Worksport, for sponsoring our opening drive and the opening bell. Okay, Alibaba was a 94 fill that we really liked as well. So if we can get something there on Alibaba 94, we'll take that. Something just fell in. Amazon 207.55 right now. We are long right now on Amazon, waiting for a 207 bid to come through. Even few more shares would be nice. A little bit of a dip buy opportunity now for Amazon. We sat there, we talked about liking this level. This is a sticky note trade, so we'll hold on to this one and see if it can work out for us. Amazon right now on a little bit of a run down as the market's trying to hold fort. So like the name, we talked about why, the chips and yada, yada, yada. So far so good here on Amazon, but the day is early.
Yeah, day's definitely early.
Tesla's coming in.
I got Tesla on watch. We'll wait for Tesla to get to some of those key levels right there. It's holding that 340 as of right now. Shopify is still trading in and around 108s, 109. So got to watch on that one. 111 is the pre-market high. 109 on the ask right there as of right now. And yeah, that's all I really got on watch. Live Nation as well. We were watching that 128. So that one's coming in, coming down pretty aggressively off of the open. That 127.75 is that prior all-time high on Live Nation. So let's wait and see what that one has in store for us. But I don't know if Shopify is really open right now because it might not be. Again, a nice heat taker. I'm not really seeing that aggression on the tape that usually comes in off of the open here on Shopify. So I might have to wait a couple more seconds for that one still. But it's still trading at 108s as of right now. 340s on Tesla, so it hasn't really gone too far on that ticker right there. So